Welcome back to Raleigh Raceway. The Rotax Pro Tour continues, the Adrenaline 100, and we're riding on board with Greg Dicker ahead of the over 35s finale. That's the next race on the program. We see that Brookes and Crawshay are sharing the front row. Brown and Wall, Dicker and Otter, Mappison and Daniels. All the way from Perth is Dicker, and we are set for a start now. The over 35s finale. These guys play for keeps. That is an understatement, Matt, as we see this race underway.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy start there as they got away. They're a little bit like Brown's cows, but Nicholas Crawshay's been the one that has jumped through to the lead in the Latte Racing Machine. And here comes Gerry Brookes in that number 18 Arrow, straight back underneath him.
Yeah, Brookes goes to the front. The predominantly black livery. So Crawshay, his time spent in the lead, I guess, well, there was a total of about 5 seconds. Look at that, further back in the pack. Talk about playing for keeps. They are getting very serious. Oh, a little bit of fender leaning going on there too. As we see first and second, and that battle raging too. Number 10 is up running third, or is it 70 in fact?
No, it's Troy Brown, the local driver from Coffs Harbour, as we go to the Tillet Racing Seats replay. And here's Brookes up the inside of Crawshay and takes the lead fairly comfortably. Gee, the bouncing around there on Crawshay's cart wasn't easy for him.
Now, there's been numerous replays today that have really given an insight into the bumpy nature of some parts of this circuit. They do get shaken up pretty badly in the seat. So Brookes surges away. Greg Dicker, we ride on board. You can see the foot working on the throttle and various other things in that shot. It's good. It's a beauty.
Yeah, plenty going on there for Greg. He's come across from Perth for this event. Said he wanted to come to Raleigh and race. It's taken him about 15 years to get across and do it, but he's loving his time out there on the race circuit now. He's got Bruce Otter there in the 27 cart. He's starting to close down on the winner of the last event, Todd Road, Paul Mappison, right behind him. Those two have struggled to get a handle on the Todd Road circuit this weekend. They're hoping for a bit more out of this final.
So good action all over the circuit. It is still Brown third, driver of cart number 10. No change up front with the 18 in front, Gerry Brookes. But Crawshay is moving closer all the time. That's him, 34, white overalls. And still number 10, as I've previously mentioned, Troy Brown in third. And the over 35 boys strutting their stuff at the Raleigh Raceway.
Yeah, just a bit of a gap between our top two. Crawshay, who of course won dominantly in Newcastle. He won't want to let Brookes run away with it. Brookes is a very experienced campaigner, both on and off the race circuit. He used to be the manufacturer of the Aurora racing cart that was pretty popular, especially in Queensland a few years ago. He switched to an Arrow machine for this weekend, making a relatively rare appearance on the national scene is Gerry Brookes, but it's working for him at the moment. He's just got that couple of cart length lead over Nicholas Crawshay in the 34.
Crawshay, if we know something about him, it is he's a fighter. Back on board the Pro Design race camp. Fantastic shots. With the right foot working feverishly. And it's all Brookes at the moment. Can Crawshay challenge?
Yeah, Brookes done a great job. Of course, a few years ago, was helping out Scotty Auld, went across to the World Championships with Scotty, and Scott finished on the podium over there. Scott's now with the Howard brothers that we saw earlier on in Junior Rotax, helping them out. And it's great to see the mentor, as it will, out in front and leading the way.
Speaking about World Championships, the Rotax World Finals coming up in October to be held in Egypt. And plenty of interest in that for the competitors that are taking part in the Rotax Pro Tour. Of course, they will all aspire to get an opportunity like that.
Yeah, the Rotax Max Grand Finals are always a sensational event. They bring together competitors from all over the world. There's a number of Australians that will be given the opportunity to go across and compete there. Should be really spectacular action there in Egypt. Of course, plenty of good tourist opportunities while you're there for the Rotax Max Grand Finals.
To say the least, Matt, are you going?
No.
Speak to the boss, do something about it.
Unless Mr. Black's very generous, which I'm not sure that he's that generous.
He'll be watching, you know that. So Brookes is still the race leader. About 5 metres separates first and second. And then a massive gap, about 1.5 seconds, in fact, back to our third place driver. Back on board with Dicker. The foot, the vibration, and the physical nature of karting on display via the race cam. We just got a shot of kart 70 going down the hill. That is, of course, Greg Dicker. That was a wide shot. The man carrying our race cam.
He's coming under pressure from kart number 8, Robbie Daniels. Robbie started towards the back of the pack and has really come on in the latter stages of this race. He's starting to put Dicker under a lot of pressure. We can't see it on camera at the moment, but off camera, setting the fast laps at this point in time, is that number 8 kart. Pretty wild-looking sticker kit on that machine as he comes towards us there too.
Yeah, you wouldn't miss it, that's for sure.
So they've relegated Brown back to 5th. Brown's a local from the Coffs Harbour area, incredibly experienced, has raced at CIK level. Now just goes out and has a bit of fun and doing some good things here at Raleigh. Of course, one of his home race circuits. There is another circuit just up the road in Coffs Harbour itself.
It's good to see Rotax facilitating a class specifically for the over 35s. I guess we all talk about the nature of karting, you know, being the traditional nursery. We've talked about it earlier in today's program. There are a lot of guys that race for fun and are quite content to stay in this class. No, they're serious about it, sure. But it's their outlet in life, and it's nice to see them forming part of the Rotax Pro Tour.
Yeah, it's been a real key strategy point for Rotax since they introduced the Max engine to really cater for the social karter and for the over 35s, particularly in Europe and the Middle East. This class is huge for people that are over 35 and that are social karters. Australia is fairly unique in that we're one of the countries that really uses it as a professional type race category.
It's all Brookes. He's the leader you are looking at. If you've just joined us, we're at Raleigh Raceway near Coffs Harbour. This is the third event on the Rotax Pro Tour. Organisers dubbing it as the Adrenaline 100 this weekend. And our onboard camera technician has excelled in the sunshine on the north coast today. We've had some terrific shots. And a fine example of that here is Dicker. That's him in kart 70. And right behind the driver of kart number 8. Last lap now on display for the Rotax over 35s. Robbie Daniels is kart number 8. But here's our leader heading for home.
Gerry Brookes there, he's on the last lap. He's dominated pretty much from the start. Nicholas Crawshay, I thought he might have had something for Brookes as the race progressed, but he hasn't been able to get up on racing terms with the Queenslander. Done an excellent effort in the last couple of corners now and looks set to take out this one.
Crawshay has got something. It's the second place trophy. As Brookes cruises toward the checkered flag, it unfolds now. And the over 35s win goes to Brookes. Crawshay in second, and you can see the gap. 1.6 seconds, in fact, in the end, to the man in third position. So we've seen some pretty easy victors in the last couple of races in the shape of Sarah and now Brookes. Crawshay second, Robbie Daniels third in kart number 8 ahead of Dicker.
Gerry, your first Pro Tour event and you walk away with a win. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
Very happy, mate. Everything went well today. I had a few dramas yesterday, but it all worked out in the end today.
Tough conditions, fairly hot out there.
It is when you get over this age.
What do you think of the Pro Tour? What do you think of this weekend at Raleigh and everything about it?
Mate, it's a great concept. It's what karting needs. The professional organisation, the structured timetable, longer races, and obviously the media exposure is what the sport needs.
Well done and congratulations.
Thanks again.
Yes, a big win today at Raleigh to Brookes. The top 3 on screen. The Rotax presentation dais. It's DD2. Next on the program, this is the penultimate race. You're about to see a highlights package. And we'll also hear from one of the star drivers as Brookes cops the champers in the eye. There's the field, Ensby.